Alright, I am Cow Cow. We're gonna stream Titan Quests today. I kind of forgot what we did last time for the game. I know we're in Egypt. I don't really think we really achieved much last time we played the game. I know I did a few dungeons and stuff. But, let me just open Twitch real quick, because I forgot to do that before, starting the game. That way I can pay attention to what is going on the Twitch side of things. Okay, Twitch is up. Alright. Let's get started. Let me turn on the desktop audio. But yeah, I had a really good day today. And then one of my buddies was talking to me later tonight and was kind of giving me some pointers on things that could help me out, which was really nice of them. But anyways, let's start. Can I actually watch the other... I can't see the Eternal Embers intro. Alright. Let's play Titan Quest. We're playing as our little Cow Cow, our little Greekaboo Cow Cow with the Runesmith. The only downside to this game is there isn't really... The music's very mellow. But, yeah. It's probably my only critique of the game so far. Go to Memphis. I need to buy some potions. I've noticed we are very low on the potion department.
I don't have time for idle cheat.
Ooh, wow, I have a bunch of items I need to sell.
You'll want something that's sold out.
This is technically a better helmet. I'll keep that. There's 2 to 13 lightning damage. I'll keep that mace. And, oh yeah, we're trying to get these items or whatever. Hand of Balance. I don't know where the other pieces. Oh, I'll keep this ring. That gives me lightning resistance. Okay. And we'll buy the health potions. Spend all our money on that. Yeah, I have a little bit of roast with me right now in case I get hungry. There we go. At 100 potions. Oh, go there. I wonder if this part of the story is just getting these 2 items. Let me use the rune. Oh yeah, let me equip the helmet there. There we go. This Cow Cow will enjoy this game, and it will not be over quickly. A little slightly different than the line in 300. I think the line in 300s is, you will not enjoy this. Or whatever, and it will not be over quickly, or will be over quickly, depending on how well the one character can perform, I guess. Speaking of which, I was watching a video on Leonidas or whatever. And it's very interesting. So his father married his niece, so his mother... So that's interesting. And then not only that, Leonidas married his niece. So it seems like the Spartan royal line was a little bit inbred. Now they're inside the pita bread. Ooh, wow. I'm low on HP. Grab these items. Can I check out the map? Okay. Where have I explored before? There's something over to the north there. The problem is I don't know where exactly I'm supposed to go. I need to set up the stuff that one of the artists that I hired. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hire them in the future, though. Just because money is an issue, especially recently. I'm going to have to not spend as much. And that was one of the things one of my buddies was helping me with was ideas for thumbnails. That way I can save a little bit of money. Because he said I can use like a template and then kind of just edit and make something very basic. So, which I might have to do. I'll probably still be able to afford Alu. And then there's another person I'm paying to do something, which I'll just say. But they're offering to help me get a VTuber model. Hopefully that pans out. They seem like a pretty nice person. I mean, I haven't spoken to him on Discord, like, with voice chat, but I talk to him regularly. They seem to be pretty cool. But, I need to still pay them, and then on top of that, Alu's gonna end up increasing his prices soon, so... And then, I also just need to not spend as much money. But, yeah, that's just the way it is, sadly. So, the artist that did the, stuff for the stream overlay stuff, I probably won't be able to hire for a while. Until my financial situation changes. Hey, Coffee and Wi-Fi, what's up? Hope you're having a good night tonight. Or daytime, depending on where you are in the world. Let's do the AoE ability. Get rid of that trap. I wonder if there's like a challenge you could do in this game where you don't use any like magical items, you just use white items. Like the mundane equipment that you find that isn't really worth as much. Like you could still pick up the yellow items and sell them, but you can only equip like this ash jeweled staff or bronze crescent blade. That'd be an interesting way to play. And it's something I kind of want to do with, I could probably do this with either Skyrim or the Oblivion remaster at some point. I'll probably wait till there's more mods, but I really want to play, because I was talking to my friend Robin, and he was like, oh yeah, like most of the time I like to play survival games hardcore, or even stuff with like Oblivion. And it's like if I die, I have to make a new character. I know like some people do that, and that could be like a fun way to play Oblivion or Skyrim, and like kind of like role play a character. So I could probably use like my player's handbook for D&D with help doing that. Like it's like, oh, we have a background, we roll for like kind of like a class archetype, and then we just try and convert that to Skyrim or what is it? Let me save. But we convert that to either Skyrim or Oblivion. That could be fun. Oh, come on, let me click on it. Alright, I mean, I don't know if I explored the whole area here. For some reason, these guys remind me of gnolls from World of Warcraft. These jackalmen. I'm gonna drop. I know like some of the stuff with the gnolls in World of Warcraft is dark. Like if you look closely at their tents in World of Warcraft, like you can see like their tents are made out of like human skin. So they're literally just like skinned some like poor fellow humans. There's hello fellow human. My name is John Human.
You have no more room.
Oop, I don't have any more room in my inventory. I kinda just want to continue fighting though. I mean, we already have like over 1 million gold. I think we're fine. I kinda just want to figure out where we're supposed to go. Oh, maybe we're supposed to go this way. Temple of Atum. I wonder what the next level is, where we end up going in ancient antiquity. I should probably... Ooh. Is this a boss? Oh, the Scorpion King. I wonder if this is like a reference to the Mummy movie. So far, he's pretty easy. Oh, there's the Eye of Chaos that we need. Okay. I think he does like poison damage to me or something. But I know we have quite a few acts to go. I mean, this is only the second one. I would imagine there was 4 acts in the first game, if I had to guess. Alright, there we go. Defeat Nehebikau. No more sequels. I think that's a reference to, that achievement's a reference to the Mummy. Let me drop some of my stuff. How do I drop stuff? Oh, hold Y to drop. Drop that, and then drop these. Don't want to drop the quest item. Alright, and we'll just pick up the Eye of Chaos there. there we go. There's nothing really interesting there. Oh, I accidentally dropped a green item. I didn't mean to do that. Let me pick that up. There we go. Alright, well, let me open up these coffers. Pick up the gold. Health potion. I guess we'll just pick up all the stuff we dropped, or at least as much of it as we can.
You can't carry it.
Okay. We'll leave all the rest of the stuff. Let me save. And then teleport back to town. Go to Memphis. Open up the drink I have. But that's something I'm gonna need to do again. I'm gonna have to re-download GIMP
Can I help you?
onto my computer. So I remember one time I tried to figure out how GIMP worked, and it was a little bit difficult. Trying to figure out how to get it to work. There we go. Alright, let's talk to Emotep. Where's he at? He's over here.
Ah, the Eye of Chaos and the Hand of Balance. They combine to form the Scepter of Eternity, an artifact of great power. Now, let us make haste and perform the ceremony.
Alright. I got 2 attribute points. Was he gonna open the door here?
Why, this cannot be. How could we fail? All that we tried to accomplish has been in vain. It is clear to me that the gods cannot help us. We are now truly on our own. Ah, we must never stop trying. The Telkine that has been rampaging through Egypt has ravaged a number of sites guarded by the Order of Prometheus. These sites hold powerful artifacts from the ancient war. Clearly the Telkine is looking for something. Because of the artifacts' mysterious powers, we of the Order have guarded the hidden sites for thousands of years. Now there is only one site that has gone untouched in all of Egypt. In my blindness, I ignored all this because I thought the gods would save us. I was truly a fool. You must go to the tomb of Ramses, the last site in the Valley of the Kings. Head up the Nile to Thebes, and from there to the valley and the tomb. Look for signs of the Telkine's passage. Whatever he's searching for must not fall into his hands. When you have accomplished this task, meet me in Thebes. Now that we cannot count on the gods to save humanity, we must count on our heroes. Go now!
Yeah. I need a hero. There we go. Alright. We unlocked a new area. A little reptiloid over here. One of the lizard people from underneath the center of the earth. Man, I don't understand why people end up, you know, like, it's so weird. And it's like, oh, the big noses control everything. They're manipulating all of the society. Well, you know who controls them, right? It's the lizard people. I think you should be mad at them. be mad at, you know, the reptiloids in the center of the earth. Because the lizards control the big noses. We all know that. Let me heal. I could probably get in trouble for making jokes like that, but I don't really care. I'm such a small channel, I doubt it's going to be a problem. How do I get over here? It was the Upper Nile. No, my friend Moogie, who lives in the Promised Land and all that. You know, he doesn't know it, but he's just being mind controlled by lizards, by these crocodile men over here from Egypt. Having Moogie build the pyramids for him. And then having Moogie build the food pyramid. I tell you, it's crazy. I'm always worried about my friend though that lives in Israel, just because like it's like, oh, there's like a missile or like a missile or like some kind of explosive goes nearby his house or something. That's like, hey, you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. But I was talking to him earlier today, because I haven't seen him in a while, and he was asking me how I was doing, so that's good. And I remember too, like growing up, one of the, like a father figure to me was like a doctor me and my mom would see. It was like a therapist, because I was a very angry child. And then, I mean, and I know the doctor we always saw, I mean, he was a big nose too. He had a really big nose. I miss him. I mean, he's probably dead now, which is a shame. Because he was like older, and not only that, he had like tumors and stuff, so I doubt he's still alive. But he was one of my favorite people in the whole world. But yeah, seeing the therapist as a small child was a lot of fun. It was like we'd play board games and stuff. Play like Candyland or something. I remember like another, like I always remember I would play board games with my mom too. Because that's how, like, my mom would spend time with me. Like, I remember we had one, we'd play a lot of Sorry, which is basically, I think, like, Parcheesi, basically. We'd play a game called Payday a lot as well. That was a lot of fun. I forget what other board games we play. Sometimes we'd play Monopoly. Man, Monopoly, though, I played that with, like, my great-grandma as well, and it made me want to fucking murder my great-grandma. Like, as a little kid, I would, like, throw a temper tantrum. It's like, you stole my fucking $200 of Monopoly money. I'm gonna kill you. And I get, like, grounded or whatever. But Monopoly is a game, and so is Mario Party, to a lesser extent. But, like, those games test friendships. Like, if you're, like, friends with someone, and then, like, obviously you guys both get very angry at each other after, like, playing Mario Party or Monopoly, and then you're still friends afterwards, that's a good sign. Because that's what those games, I'm convinced, are for, is testing friendships to see if they'll stand. our Warcraft Knolls. I would imagine, like, if they made, like, a spin-off game for World of Warcraft, like, making, like, a World of Warcraft, like, Diablo-type game could be a lot of fun. Like, if they weren't gonna go with, like, an MMO, per se, but they wanted to do something, like, a little bit more easier to develop, I'd imagine. I bet Blizzard could do that if they were smart. I mean, what I would have done with World of Warcraft Classic is, after Wrath of the Lich King, I just would have done, like, an alternate timeline type of thing. Where it's like, oh, like, maybe the heroes didn't end up killing Arthas. You know, maybe all the player characters failed. I think that would have been an interesting concept. And then, like, have it to be where Classic is its own game at that point. Because, like, I think the idea of it, like, basically doing all the... like, going back to all the expansions we've already done, like doing Kata, then Mist, and then, God forbid, Warlords of Draenor. But, I think that's just really boring. Because you're just rehashing everything. It's like, why don't you do, like, stuff you were thinking about doing, like the Emerald Dream? I know that was, like, an idea for an expansion, like the Emerald Dream. And then, yeah, like, just do that. That'd be way cooler. And then if, like, the heroes failed at the end of Wrath, have, like, a third faction. Have, like, a Scourge faction. But I forget if Blizzard was doing a thing where, what was it? I'm trying to open this chest here. If they're gonna make, like, basically, kind of like how there's old school RuneScape, I wonder if I heard they're gonna do something similar for Classic WoW, or it's like it's vanilla, and then they'd, like, do all the content that was just, like, an idea before, like Emerald Dream, and stuff like that. But, like, they weren't gonna do Burning Crusade, or I don't know, maybe they still do Burning Crusade and Wrath, but they're, like, gonna do all the ideas that didn't go through or something. Like, maybe do something with, like, Gilneas, but not have it be during Kata or whatever. I mean, I would definitely resub the WoW and play Classic if they were doing that. That'd be cool. I heard they were gonna do, like, player housing and retail WoW as well. They should do that in, like, the Classic thing as well, and if they do that with, like, a Classic Plus or whatever. My only fear with them doing, like, player housing and WoW is that gonna make it to where, like, the WoW garrisons where nobody would ever leave their garrison, and then the world just felt fucking empty. But I know most of the time when I played WoW, I mainly played Horde. But, like, being like an adult, I'd rather just play Alliance. Although my buddy Frag, he was telling me that people who play Alliance tend to be, you know, kind of weird. But I don't know. I'd rather just play as, like, the more attractive races, honestly. Really the only races I really like on the Horde are the Blood Elves, the Undead, the Nightborn, I guess, but they're, like, kind of new and don't really make sense in the grand scheme of things. Like, their whole race is due to a fucking retcon with Suramar or whatever, but I like the way they look, so. I like the Makar orcs in World of Warcraft as well. I mean, they're pretty cool. It's just a fucking shame. I actually like the current WoW expansion. It's just I unsubbed because I wasn't playing it. I had no one to play with. If I had people to play with and I wasn't fucking sick all the time and I could raid, I would probably play retail WoW, honestly. I think retail WoW is a lot better than fucking Final Fantasy 14 at the moment. I wouldn't have said that during what was the expansion? Endwalker. I thought Endwalker was fucking peak for Final Fantasy 14. Shadowbringers was really good too. But the current expansion of Final Fantasy 14 is kind of ass. I don't think it's really good. Hopefully the next expansion for Final Fantasy 14 is a lot better. I'll probably play Final Fantasy 14 more if the next expansion's a lot better. I don't even know what the fucking current... Like, I just skipped through most of the MSQ in Final Fantasy 14 for Dawn Trail because I just got fucking bored. I got bored at the point where, like, for one of the trials, I had to go fucking make tacos, and it's like, okay, I'm not taking the game seriously anymore if this is, like, a trial that the hero of light has to do is work at fucking Taco Bell, essentially. And it's like, alright, well, I'm just gonna skip through everything now. Ooh, there's a royal. Ooh, there's a camel there. Alright, let me save. And then let me open the map. I could have gone this way. Okay, well, let me teleport to town and sell all my junk. Sell all the junk in my trunk. What are you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk? I'm gonna get you drunk, get you love drunk off my home.
What do you want?
Alright. Ooh, this looks cool. I don't have enough decks, though. It looks like it's an upgrade, though. I don't know if it's an upgrade. This is very fast. And it's worth more, too. Maybe... Oh, it does do more damage. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. I think if I upgrade my decks just a little bit, I'll be able to equip it. Ooh, I'm gonna keep this axe as well. In fact, I'll keep the axe, sell that mace. Glad I don't have to hold on to the thing anymore. How do I want to increase my dexterity. There we go. Oh wow, I just haven't spent points in a while. Increase health. There we go. Can I equip the thing now? Ooh, I can. No, I didn't mean to sell it! How do I buy it back? There we go.
Come again.
That scared me. Equip the Kadar of Thunder. There we go.
What?
And I'll sell my old Kopesha Fire.
Bye then.
I got a new weapon. Surely I have skills I can buy. Yeah, I have 6. Okay. Don't know why I wasn't spending these. Alright. What's this ability? I don't know what that does. I'm gonna upgrade Unleash to max. Open and describe the powerful wound may cause a successful hit to blast outward, striking multiple enemies. That sounds cool. I mean, is this like an upgrade of Runeward Feather? Okay. How do I... No, I don't want to do that. How do I know... How do I equip things? I'm trying to move my drink over so I don't spill it. It's obviously not... something I can equip. Is it something I equip here? No, it just says rune weapon. And maybe it's not something I equip. Maybe it's just a passive. Let me save. Oops. Come on, game. This we use a 7% chance to be used, 120 arc on an attack. Oh, so maybe it's just like there's a chance it goes off. Okay. What does that upgrade to? It makes it to where it just bursts into fragments. Chance a shield or staff with the ability to absorb the energy of enemies' blows and spells, adding to your own. Okay. Let me go back to Thebes. I think I want to go north. Was it northwest? I know my directions. What is it? The sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. So if it's really late in the day, this sun is setting, that's how you go west. And if it's morning, if you're heading where the sun is, it's east. And then if it's in the middle of the day, there's no way to fucking tell. You're fucked. Speaking of that, one thing I really missed as a kid was Boy Scouts. And they fucking did the Boy Scouts dirty. I think from what I was told, someone was telling me the reason why they allowed girls into the Boy Scouts was because they weren't making enough money, but I think that's a horrible idea to do, especially with the age bracket that Boy Scouts is in. It's like, right when kids are in puberty, it's like, oh, okay, well, if you want fucking teenagers to get up to no good with each other, like, you know, boys and girls and females, and like, when they're both going through puberty, that's a horrible idea. I just think they should be something separate as well. I guess I can understand why you would make that decision if you're really hurting on cash, because I guess the alternative is you just gotta shut the thing down. But yeah, I mean, I remember really enjoying the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts as a kid. Remember, I met some of my best friends through it as well, and I think doing the camping is really good for kids as well. I didn't really appreciate it back then. I'm glad my mom had me do it. I think the main reason my mom wanted me to do it, though, is she didn't want me just to play video games all day. Because that's what I would have done. I remember that's how I met my friend AJ. That's how I met my friend Brian, and rest his soul, and his brother Michael. I'm trying to get back in touch with Michael at the very least. I mean, it's impossible to get back in touch with my friend Brian because he's dead, because he probably died from a fentanyl overdose or something. As he was doing drugs, which he shouldn't have been doing, but so it is what it is. But I know Brian was one of my best friends, and so was his brother Michael. Like we would literally just beat the shit out of each other with sticks for fun. It's like this gold scarab. That's so much HP. Is it like draining my mana? You know what, fuck it. That thing's taking way too long to kill. I give up. Maybe it's like resistant to energy damage. Maybe that's what's going on. Yeah, I mean, I really want to watch 300 again. I need to make the time to do that at some point. Maybe I'll watch it with people in my Discord. Maybe Sabo would want to watch that or something. Or, the only problem is that the movie is rated R, and I think Sava's parents would be okay with it, but I'm not sure. There's other people in the Discord where I don't think their parents would want them to watch it. So I'll probably just watch it on my own. No, fucking Sava wanted me to see fucking America History X or whatever. And he wanted me to see the scene where the dude was in the shower just getting railed. And I was laughing so hard at it. It's like, what's going on? Why do you want me to see this specifically? Alright, let me... Oh no, this isn't a merchant.
Back to this order. 100 bat fangs.
Caravans, thank you.
Alright, who are you?
That which they call a Telking passed through here. When it came, we all fled, for we were cowards. But our head priest, Nebkemi, stood before the dread sorcerer. With his staff high and his arm outstretched, he fought it. Only the terrible Telkin turned Nebkemi's spells back upon him. Our brave head priest was changed, utterly transformed. He is one of them now.
He's one of them! The corrupted priest.
My weapons and armor are simply the best. Look for yourself. You will find no better.
It's 2 to 14 lightning damage. It's probably better than that. Alright, I want to store these items.
Store goods for you.
Store that ring as well. It was a lot of lightning resistance.
Bye.
Alright. I gotta go kill the corrupted priest or whatever now. Where's that at? Who are you?
Everything done. Your
Oh, I think you're a respec character. Temple of Seti. They always forget the god of Brugretti Spaghetti. God of Mom Spaghetti. And the knees are heavy. There's vomit on his tunic already. Alright. Yeah, I remember when I was in fucking middle school and high school, I really enjoyed listening to Eminem. For whatever reason. I'm a little low on HP. I don't really listen to him very much right now. Very rarely will I listen to his music now. It's just, I don't really like rap music. It's like the only genre I don't really like. I think we're still going the right way. I'd imagine that dungeon I can see off the cliff there is where we're trying to go. There's a bunch of undead. I do not fear death. The line from Oblivion. And immediately dies. Man, I can't wait to see some of the very memey things in the remaster. Like, I know there's the one part with the Mages Guild where, like, you're in the dungeon, you talk to the dude, and then he, like, runs off and immediately gets killed by a trap. Like, instantly, and then your quest updates. It's like, lol. Man, this is fucking Oblivion is the perfect meme game. It is the chess masters, the head of the chess club's finest, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I think Marwyn's probably the best of the Todd Slop. But it's the one I least enjoy. I probably enjoy Skyrim the most, which I would say is the worst of the Todd Slop. Still pretty good. And when I say worst, I'm not comparing it to the Fallout games. Just everything has to do with the Elder Scrolls. Although I really love Skyrim. Like, I've played that game so much. I mentioned this when I was streaming Oblivion. Like, I do not need a map to find a location in Skyrim. Like, I can probably find it without the map. Like, it might take me a little while, but, like, you describe the place, I could probably find it. Because I've just played the game so much. Like, I literally spent almost a year playing that game since 2018. Or not 2018, since 2011, because that's when the game came out. And it came out, I know it came out on around my 18th birthday. I was technically 17 when it came out, but then my birthday was on the 22nd. So, ooh, we ran across the dead end. But, like, my birthday was very close. And that's when I got my first, like, sorta, it wasn't quite a gaming PC, but it was able to run stuff. It was still, like, a 32-bit system. Which, in the end of the day, was fine, because I think Skyrim, like, I know Old Rim kind of ran on that more. Although a lot of the mods with the old mod manager for Nexus kind of required 64-bit. But I think technically the game runs better on 32-bit systems. But like now, if you want to play Old Rim, you gotta like do some weird finagling to get it to run better on a 64-bit system. Which is why I don't play Old Rim as much anymore. Even though like sometimes I'm tempted to, because at the very least, if I play on Old Rim, I get all the older mods, which I think some aren't even on Special Edition. And yet again, there's some Special Edition mods that aren't on Old Rim. But the thing is that I'm not gonna get like a surprise update, and then I have all my mods break on Old Rim, which is nice. I don't have to worry about any of the Creation Club shit. I think it'd be cool to fucking... Like, I have a love-hate relationship with Todd Howard. I think it would be cool to meet him, though. It was like, Todd, like, What's it like usurping the original god of lives, Peter Molyneux? Ever since you mantled him. And I was like, oh, well, I have a very high charisma. I have expertise in the deception. And I just resell every game I make. I just repackage it and make more money. And I put, like, Retard Edition next to it. Because that's the next Skyrim that's going to come out, is the Retard Edition. Because that's the only people who will buy it. And you know me, I will buy it. I'll definitely buy the refrigerator version. I mean, I kind of have a little, like, I do have, like, I don't know, it's, like, weird. I think, like COD obviously lies about stuff. But at the same time, like, he seems like maybe, like, he's a nice person. I don't know. I know I felt that way, where the guy, who's the guy who leads Larian Studios? I forget his name. But he's the older guy. He seemed like a decent person as well. Like, I probably disagree with him on a lot, but he definitely seems like someone I would enjoy hanging out with, despite that. Ooh, there's a health potion. Let me grab that. I wonder if they're gonna ever get, like, greater health potions. Ooh. Venom Heart. That is a unique item. What? Let me save, since we just picked that up. What's Venom Heart? It's not that. Requires player level 20. Gives me 24% resistance to poison. I don't know if it does anything else. 81 to 108 poison damage over 30 seconds. I don't know what that means. +2 to Stinging Nettle. I have no idea what that means. I'll have it equipped though. Maybe it's like something where if they attack me, or when I attack, there's like a chance that it retaliates or something. Wait, why do I have... Oh, I can't... Oh, what did I unequip? Something was increasing my dex. That's why I can't use the weapon. Okay, well I have to increase my dex before I use that special item then. That's lame. Oh no, I have that axe in my inventory. Maybe I'll equip that. And I can still use the other item. Let me just get rid of everything in this room first. I kind of hate that it doesn't let you cheese the system that way, though. It's like, oh, I'll just equip this item, give me the dex, and then I'll equip the item. Did I accidentally... No, I must have put it in my storage. Oh, well. There goes my idea. Okay, I'll just have the other thing equipped then. Alright, where have I not explored yet? We haven't gone that way. I know one of the really interesting things about ancient antiquity is that Cleopatra is closer to us right now to the modern day than to when the pyramids were built. You just let that sink in. She's closer to fucking TV and iPhones than the fucking pyramids being built. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, is there just nothing in this room? Okay, well this apparently wasn't where we're supposed to go. It's the Valley of the Kings. Valley of Kings. Alright. You can go north still. Let me use this shrine. It's a magma-beal. It's part of Team Magma. Now I forget what team you fought in Ruby and Sapphire. Oh no, I remember. So if you had Ruby, you fought Team Magma. If you had Sapphire, you fought Team Aqua. That would make sense, cause they're trying to basically align with whatever the Pokemon was on the cover. And Kyogre is a water type, Groudon's a magma, or not a ground type Pokemon technically. But yeah. Tomb of Ramses. This is where we're supposed to go. I wonder how big this dungeon's gonna be. There's gonna be like multiple floors. Ooh, we leveled up. Well, what I'll do then... Oh, let me kill these guys. We'll increase our dex. Now, can I equip this item now? I can, good. Okay, and I can still use the Kadar of Thunder. Alright. That's good. I have enough dex for my sword now, naturally. Because I know, like, I'd rather have, like, the resistances for, like, trinkets. Because I think that ends up becoming a problem later in this game. Depending on what you're fighting. Ooh, there's our first greater health potion. Yeah, I know, like, I always just go on a fucking tangent about stuff when I play this game. Which is fun for me. And I know, like, a lot of the time it's just me talking to myself. Because I'm a micro channel and someone isn't always watching. But I know someone will watch. Like, usually a lot of people will just pop in after the fact. So I'm just talking to people in the future, basically. But yeah, it's just a fun game to, like, just turn off my mind, turn off my brain, and just fucking go off on tangents and spurg out. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting the VTuber model thing. It's like a 2D VTuber model thing or something, I'm not sure. But, and I saw they showed me, like, some of their previous work, and it looked pretty good. I'll probably, because we agreed on a certain amount, but I'll probably continue giving them money after it, even though, I wouldn't technically owe them anymore. It's just because they're giving it to me for such a discount. I feel kind of bad, so even though we agreed to a certain amount, I'll probably keep paying them for the amount I think it's probably more that most people pay for. And I know that will help them out too, so. And I just feel like I would owe them at that point too, because, you know, giving it to me a lot cheaper, so. But then once that happens, I'll hopefully be debt-free for that transaction. I'm trying to get the potions. Another trap. It was a blade trap. I know, like the other game that this developer made, what was it, Grim Dawn? I need to play that at a certain point too. I know there's like a whole reputation system in that game, which is kind of interesting. Like factions. I wonder who the Pharaoh was in the Book of Exodus with the whole Moses situation. I know from like people were like doing archaeology and they think whoever the Pharaoh was like a dwarf or something. He was like a little cow. Basically, he's a little small person, a little gnome. And he didn't want to let the big noses go, unfortunately. But, apparently, like, I was watching someone way back when, and they seemed to think the guy was like a little guy. It was like Peter Dinklage. But I have no idea who it was. Like, the reason why he probably was like Peter Dinklage is because all the inbreeding that Egyptian royalty does. Like, because isn't it like Cleopatra? Because like even though technically Cleopatra was like more like Greek, even though she was in Egypt, because like she came from the one dynasty that was like had something to do with Alexander the Great. But like even Cleopatra was like married to her brother at some point before her brother got cucked by Caesar. Basically. But like at that point, I don't know, like it probably wouldn't have been too bad because like you're kind of forced to marry your sister at that point. And I don't know, it wouldn't have been too bad because then he can just be with whoever he wants at that point and not continue making a family bush. Instead, make a family tree. But yeah. And I know that's just a thing a lot of like the pharaohs did, is they just ended up being weird and... Ooh, it's a Titan person. Okay. This must be the last boss. Trying to do the charge. That's a lot of HP. And it's kind of hard for me to tell which one I'm supposed to attack. Alright, we're whittling down his HP little by little. What level? I'm level 24, he's level 27. Okay. It's gonna be a long fight. You summon little mummy doggos. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. Run away! No, I'm dead! Is it gonna... Ooh, there's a statue here. Alright, let's go back to the... Back to the boss. Gee whiz, I should have been paying attention to my health. It's not too far away. Let me buy some more potions. Maybe I can get some greater health potions. I think there's a merchant here, right? Yeah, there is.
Yes?
Let me sell all the things I don't need. Ooh, keep that ring. That gives me frost resistance. Elemental resistance. That could be good. This is everything. This is all the damage types. Alright. You sell. I need to sell normal health potions. Already almost have our second mill. We're the richest woman in the ancient world. Her character is, I'm not a female. Or maybe I am. Maybe I'm just using a voice changer to sound like a dude. You would never know. Alright, let's go back into the Tomb of Ramses. Hopefully his HP doesn't recover. I need to like sit up though, because part of the reason I feel like I died there is because I couldn't really see where my HP was at. Let me get a drink real quick. I think we're almost done with Act 2. I feel like this act was a little bit more... I don't know, I just felt like nothing was really going on. To be honest. I was like, oh, just get these 2 items and explore it. And it just felt like a lot of fucking around, basically. I think we did all the side quests, though. It's just like the first act felt like there was a lot more going on. There's like a lot of side quests and stuff. A lot of interesting characters. Alright, now his HP went back up. Let me get my XP back. Oh, okay, so I can kill his doubles. That will probably make things easier. I think we're doing a lot better now. I'm kind of more focused. Like, I kind of want to figure out what a Telkine is. Like, I want to look that up on Google to see what the word comes from. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. Let me kind of kite him around. Get our HP back. Man, if I had like some rings that gave me fire resistance, I feel like this fight would be a lot easier. Maybe like on a New Game Plus that'll be possible. My mana is empty. Let me kill the copies. Oh, I killed a boss. Oop, oh shit. Come on, heal up. I don't know what caused me to almost die there. That would have really pissed me off with how close he was to being dead if we died there. There we go, we got him. Cuneiform tablet, mystical orb. Alright, let me save. A good idea. And then... Oh, I don't have enough strength to wear it. It looks cool, though. It looks like it's good. Ooh, this shield's better, and it gives me poison resistance. Equip that. It's not better than what I have. Okay, there should be like a treasure chest somewhere. Or was the mystic orb the treasure chest, basically? Alright, well let me save again. I don't have to because I already did that, but let me go to... Ooh, we missed something. Alright, well I'm gonna run back then. Or no, I can just go to the Valley of Kings. I think there must have been a teleportation thing.
Pleased to meet. So long.
In the town we passed by. Like, right there, maybe? I probably just accidentally passed it. Wasn't really thinking. Although I'm hardly thinking. I am the freest person ever because I am free of thought, as it turns out. I'm so free. So free I have diabetes, like every true American does, despite being extremely thin. I have the opposite problem there. It's like most Americans are extremely obese, not me. I'm disappearing. I'm vanishing as we speak. Eventually I'll just weigh 0 pounds and I'll disappear. And I remember that was a thing that always upsets women I've dated in the past. It's like, they'll ask me, oh, how much do you weigh, Cal? It's like, oh, and I'll say, and it's like, oh, I'm 6 foot and I weigh so-and-so, or I'm 120 pounds or whatever. I mean, that's how much I weigh now. They get really pissed off when they find that out. It's like, oh, I weigh more than you, and I'm shorter than you. It just kind of makes me giggle. Ooh, Totemic Staff of Farsight. Let me look at the map. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Let's head a little bit north. There goes my cow. Watch him as he goes. There goes my cow. He's ordinary. But yeah, like I want to keep the Steam overlay I have now, but I do want to add some of the things that the one person made for me. I'll just add it to the overlay or something. I like my OG the Steam overlay or stream overlay I have now, just because I like the Italian theme to it. Being a little bit of a Guinea myself, or of having Guinea descent. And because I like the pizza and the garlic bread on the thing as well, so. Alright. Oh, where do I take this stupid thing to? Oh, there's Emotep.
You defeated the Telkin?
Yeah.
Excellent. Perhaps there is hope yet. You must get to Babylon. Even now, another Telkin is assaulting that city. What is this tablet that you found? Let me take a look at it. Oh, no. I know now what these Telkin were looking for. This tablet reveals that within the Temple of Marduk, below the Hanging Gardens, rests the sickle of Kronos. This sickle was used by the Titans in the Great War.
Kronos.
and was
That is
used
an
power
evil-ass
to kill
deity.
even a god. If this sickle is at the Telkin's command, oh, we are all doomed. Hurry! It is most important that you get to Babylon right away. There is no time to go by land or boat. There may be a better way. Go to the Temple of Hatshepsut, where you will find an ancient portal. The Scepter of Eternity is a key to many realms, and can be used with the portal to transport you to Babylon. Place the scepter before the portal and walk through. Go with all speed. We may already be too late.
Yea, we wept. Alright, well, let's go find this portal. I thought we were gonna be done with the thing. I wonder if there's gonna be another boss we gotta fight. The harness. It's not better than what I have. 36 life leech on retaliation though. It seems like that could be potentially good. But I don't want to wear it. It doesn't give me as much armor. Oh, so this was the area we were looking at before. I think that had all the undead on the cliff on our way to the Tomb of Ramses. Oh man, I had a really good day today though, I think. Or technically yesterday, but it was cool talking to my one buddy, with him kind of giving me tips on what to do, and then just playing Oblivion was a lot of fun. The day started out kind of rough, with me kind of getting sick when I originally wanted to stream, and I had to end the stream early. But, I think it all worked out in the end. And my buddy was telling me if I ever needed help and he had the time, he, can help me out with things, which is really cool of him. I'm really excited too. Like, I can't wait for Alu to do the PNG tuber thing for my buddy Heretic. I'm really looking forward to when he comes over to my place in September. And then I think it's funny though, because his birthday lands on a Sunday. And so basically, I'm just gonna take him to church for his birthday, basically. I don't want to say like what his faith is, because I don't know if he wants me to say that. But I do think it's kind of like funny that that's where I'm taking him to his birthday. And you'd think me and him, with his sort of faith tradition, like we wouldn't get along, but because like you'd think we're supposed to be like arch rivals, but I think he's a really good guy. And also too, I think it's more like, well, if you don't hang out with him, how are you supposed to, like, you know, if you're all judgmental all the time, how are you, is that gonna get them to go to church with you, you know, so. But I do, like, he said he wanted to go to church with me for his birthday, so I'm really happy about that. But I'm really excited to see whatever his PNG tuber model is. I know, like he said, it was gonna be like a Drider or something, so like a little Spider-Man type thing. And that's what a Drider is. It's like a dark elf that is part spider. Upper half hot elf woman, lower half or elf man, and lower half spider. Let's imagine Quellag and Dark Souls if her upper half was a dark elf of some kind. And this gray skin, pointy ears, and probably like red eyes or gray eyes or purple eyes or something. I know those are typically the eye color that dark elves have. Probably get rid of the trap. They're just gonna keep on spawning. Still a dude here. Yeah, I'm really excited to play Oblivion tomorrow morning, or well, I don't know when exactly I'll play it. Depends on how I'm feeling as well, because I think the reason why I got sick yesterday is one, I cooked bacon the day prior to yesterday, and it was like a weird brand. It was a different brand that my mom got me from the grocery store, because usually my family will just get me groceries with my money or whatever, and then they'll just drop it off at my house. And then they'll go to their house. But, it was like a weird brand, and I think it needs to be cooked a little bit longer than when I normally cook the bacon. And I remember when I was eating it, it tasted really, really funny. I'm like, I bet this is gonna get me sick later. And sure enough, it did. But, the weird thing is when I woke up that morning, I didn't really feel too bad. There's gotta be like another... No, there isn't another dark obelisk. Okay, well, let's get rid of the fire trap. Oh no, there is another dark obelisk. No! Ah! Almost dead. Heal up. There we go. Gotta get to that portal. Ooh, shit, I almost died again. Are we gonna... Oh, it's the Hall of Prometheus. Okay, we must be getting close. I don't know if that like the name changed when I entered this room or something, but or if it's the name of the dungeon. It's obvious this is the last dungeon. I can figure that out. Alright. Man, I remember I was like talking to my buddy a few days ago, and he was like telling me, I think I already mentioned this, but he told me, oh yeah, if you want the insurance I have, it'd probably cost you like 30 grand a year. But with that insurance, you would be able to like travel around and stuff, and if you needed to go to the hospital, it should be easy enough for you to do. So, that's good. Just need to work hard, and eventually I'll be able to leave my neighborhood. And finally, like, go a few towns over, go to, like, fucking SeaWorld if I wanted to. Because, like, I know me and Heretic were saying, oh, maybe we'll go to SeaWorld. And then, like, I was, like, talking to him, it's like, you know, like, I don't even know this is a good idea. One, it's expensive. And I could get the tickets on discount. But, and it's like, what if I get sick? And it's like, we had to go to the drive there. And then not only that, I'm gonna be throwing up in your new car or whatever. Or something, right? Let's just try and do something a little bit closer to home. I think that'll be better. I know there's a few places close to where I live where we can go that will be fine, whether it be like a theme park or something else. Oh yeah, that's another. I know I was like talking about the Druid mod for Oblivion that I hope they remake for the remaster. But another mod I really want them to make for the Oblivion remaster is Apotheosis, which is basically the Oblivion version of the Undeath mod for Skyrim, where you can like turn into a lich, which is fucking dope. Although I think the version in Skyrim is better than the normal Oblivion one. But I hope if they make it for the remaster, it kind of is more like the Oblivion one, where like you turn into a floating like little ghost guy, like in like the alien liches that you find in Oblivion. Like I think it would be cooler if like you just turned into one of those instead of like a skeleton, like the Daggerfall lich. Because in the Apotheosis mod for Oblivion, the lich you would turn into just kind of looks like, you know, the liches in Daggerfall, where in Undeath and Skyrim, like, you literally turn into something akin to, like, a dragon priest, which is fucking cool. Like, I know, like, my favorite enemies in the game, probably not fighting, because they're hard, but in design, I think the dragon priests in Skyrim are just the coolest thing ever. Like, man, if I lived in the Elder Scrolls universe, man, I might want to be a fucking dragon priest. That'd be fucking cool. Ooh, nice, we leveled up. Or no, we didn't level up, I just almost died. My battle rage went off. Oh wow, we're using a lot of potions. I just thought something interesting dropped. I think we'll have enough potions to make it through the dungeon, though. I don't think we're in danger of running out. I mean, if we do, we can teleport back to Memphis and buy more health potions, I guess. Or to the Valley of Kings, because I know there's a merchant right next to the teleportation circle. I know, like, Undead Abbott was like, right around the time I ended the stream, he was like, "What are you still doing up?" I'm like, "It's only like 8 p.m. or it's almost 9, but it's a little bit earlier to go to sleep for me." And also, I was like asleep most of the day. You know, some kind of demon. An easy enemy so far. Alright. I didn't drop anything. There's a majestic chest though, maybe it's just guarding that. Hardy Alexandrian Great Helm. I'll take that. Open all these lesser chests. Pick up as much. I can't pick up anymore.
Your inventory is full.
Try to pick up the gold.
You can't carry any
Oh, pick up the gold. No, never mind. Fuck it. Alright. Eternity Altar. There we go. Portal to Babylon. You wish to enter the portal to Babylon. Yes. Is it gonna play a cinematic? I mean, it'd be cool if it did. Nope, it didn't. Okay.
Please.
And let me sell all the crap I've picked up. There we go.
Come again.
Let's get the teleport thing. Is this a new area? It is! Okay. So, I think we're in Act 3 now. And the zone is Orient. So, I think if we're anywhere in the world, isn't like Babylon supposed to be like near Iraq in real life? I think it is.
I thought the portals were a myth. How did you get it to work? But never mind that right now. You say that Imhotep sent you? It is good to hear the Order is still fighting in the land of the Pharaohs. I just hope you're in time. A Tailkin is forcing his way into the sacred chamber in the Temple of Marduk. It was guarded by the Order of Prometheus, and we have all but lost the battle. Hurry, warrior. You must stop him from breaching the sealed chamber.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think I got a level up, didn't I? Let me, yeah, I have some unspent things I can use. I think I want to put points in this. Put 5 points into here. Just increase our stats. I think that's fine. I need to buy... Oh, nice. So we can finally buy greater health potions. Let me,
Best of luck. Yes?
sell these. In fact, I'm gonna buy some better mana potions as well. We'll buy 100 of these greater health potions. We're upgrading in the potion and lotion department. We'll buy greater energy potions. We'll buy 50 of these because we don't use up these as much. There we go. Alright. Ooh, those enemies. Some weird lizard men. I don't know if they're lizards or like lizard fishmen. Maybe they're amphibian. Or frog people. Little Pepe the frogs. Are we like in a tropical area? I don't remember Iraq being a tropical paradise. Maybe it was back in the day, who knows? Oop, shit, I'm almost dead. No! I'm dead. I got surrounded and couldn't get out of there. Let's try again. I might be able to wear that helmet now. No, I can't. I'm still missing the strength requirement. I need 178 strength. Okay. That'll be the next stat I try to increase then, maybe. Hero monster killed. Recover our XP. Oh, nice, we leveled up. Well, maybe like what we're doing is we're fighting our way to like the next town area, or we'll get another quest or whatever to continue the story. We gotta fight our way to it. Kill all these evil monsters. Do-do-do-do. Sword and board. Sword and board. All right. You know, that'd be something. I mean, I have no idea how to do it, but I think something that would be cool to do one day is like make a like, I don't know, like a setting book for like, you know, that would be like compatible with something like Pathfinder, 1E, 2E, or even like D&D as well. But it's like for like my own homebrew setting or whatever. That'd be cool. I think my friend Tristan would appreciate that too, because he kind of, yeah, because me and him kind of use that setting and we share it. My friend Erebus or Tristan or whatever he prefers to go by. I mean, I remember I usually just called him by his actual name, so. But I remember like before like the session 0 when he like originally made the setting, and because it's more of his creation, but he lets me we kind of came up with ideas for it together. And like I know for like the whole like for like classes in the game, like the Totem Warrior Barbarian, we kind of had it like the origins of the Totem Warrior Barbarian had to do with like the 3 different elf sub-races. So like the high elves, like if they played a barbarian, they would be typically like their spirit animal would be the eagle. whereas the wood elves would be the wolf, and then the dark elves would have like a cave bear or like a bear as their totem animal, which I thought was really cool. And I know in the first time we played in that setting, I was playing a dark elf barbarian that was a werebear and was also a totem of the bear barbarian, which was it was a really fun character to play. I went like sword and board, but the cool thing was because I was a werebear. If I was in the werebear form, I could just one-hand a fucking great sword and then use that alongside with the shield. And I know, like, the sword I got, I don't think it was like a typical magic item and that Wizards of the Coast made, but the sword was like a +1 sword, and whenever you got damaged by it, you could not heal from the damage that was caused. So like, if you cast Healing Word, it wouldn't heal you. Like, it was just permanent damage until that person had like a long rest or whatever. So it really helped with like, if there was like a cleric on the enemy team, that cleric was fucking useless because they couldn't heal whoever got damaged. But I remember I didn't really come up with a creative name for that character. It was just Kona, the dark elf barbarian. Warrior princess or whatever. I don't know. And technically she was a warrior princess. I mean, she was royalty. Part of dark elf royalty, basically. Ended up stealing away the human king as her husband at the end of the campaign, so. Ended up becoming the dark elf queen of the humans. Sort of through like a political marriage. Because like the whole campaign is like, this is like very Lord of the Rings. Like the orcs were like, started a race war with everybody else. And they ended up like, we had to like take back the human kingdom from the orcs. And we ended up taking back the nation at the end. It was pretty cool. That campaign didn't really go, I mean, we didn't get to level 20. I think the highest level we got to was like maybe level 8. But yeah, I really love fighting characters though in 5e D&D. Like, I prefer martial characters. And I prefer them in Pathfinder 1e too. It's just, magic just complicates things. It's like, I can kill my enemies just by bashing them with a hammer, you know? A lot more simple for my brain to comprehend. Just hit them with giant stick. But I remember I was talking to my friend Reggie, and it's like, oh, if I saw Cow as a like a fantasy archetype or like a D&D character, I think they would be they would just punch people, but they would be a lot weaker. They'd have because they're small. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, maybe when I play Pathfinder 1e with my friends, I'll make Cow into a little scale fist monk. We'll have kung fu. And that's actually a mechanic I like in Pathfinder 1e, is that if like you're a small race, you do less damage with like melee weapons or your bare hands because you're tiny and you're just weaker. But with the whole build I would do with the monk, I don't think that's too much of a like a nerf. Because I think with like the feats I would pick, I'm still gonna be fucking a handful to deal with. Being able to cause like AoE fears and stuff, due to the Scale Fist monk being a more charisma type monk instead, so you're able to take a lot of cool like feats that use charisma. Temple of Marduk. Level 1. I mean, I wonder if this whole level is just a mega dungeon. That would be interesting. That'd be different than the rest of the game. I remember like there's this weird Flash game. It was a really weird game back in the day. I forget what the game was called. But like it was weird too because your progress was like saved onto your computer that you played the game on. So if you played it on another computer, you'd have to start over. But it was like basically it was just a massive dungeon crawl. And it was like a weird MMO. But like you just like progress through floors and you like pick up gear and stuff, and it was a pretty fun game. I remember I played it at someone I do not talk to anymore because he ended up being really weird because he was like dating a 14-year-old. I'm like, I don't think I want to be friends with you. But I remember when we were kids, I played that game at his house, and it was pretty cool. So I remember this. That was when I played. We played Titan Quest together as well. And I never really got far into the game because it was a game he had and I didn't have, so I didn't really have a good PC back in the day that could probably run it, so. There's another thing here. Temple of Marduk, level 2. Ooh, some Ratmen. When was the last time we ran across Ratmen? Maybe it was in the Greek level? This is a dead end. Pick up the health potion. I mean, it'd be cool if there was like a, imagine like a game that was like an open world. Imagine like an MMO. And maybe like the players start and like everybody starts in like an area, right? And like maybe like the game is separated into like zones that are like maybe like roughly the size of like a hold in Skyrim. But then if you go off the edge of that hold, it creates like another instance, another zone, and it's like randomly generated each time. So, and it keeps on going and going and going. Kind of like how Minecraft, like the whole world is like randomly generated, and the further you go out, more and more stuff gets created. I think eventually some of it gets deleted, but imagine like if that never happened, where it never got deleted. And then the game world just got bigger and bigger, and then not only that, like there was like quests and like cultures that were like randomly generated, to where it was like a game about like exploration or whatever. That would be a really cool concept. I don't know how you would do it. I don't even know if the game would be that good. I feel like that would be like a game someone has to make far in the future. Imagine like a game like that being in like VR, or even like as an like a normal standard game with MMO or multiplayer experience. And then imagine like there's no fast travel either. Maybe like there's a way to like make travel a little bit faster, but like it'd be like taking like an airplane or something, and like you gotta wait a little bit of time before you get to the next area. But like, imagine if like the game world got like as big as like Earth in real life or something. I think that would be an interesting concept. And then like you have like players all over different areas on the map. But and then as the game ended up getting more zones ended up getting created, like new players can start in different areas that people explored. Like, I think that would be a cool idea. I mean, if you're a game developer and you want to steal my idea, go ahead, because I don't know how to make fucking video games. I would just be happy if someone made a game like that. Like a RPG or whatever, and it's like, oh, like maybe this randomly generated culture is like Romans and like a Roman and Japanese or Chinese mixed together, or Roman and Aztec, or you have like Japanese and Aztec mix, and you have like these randomly generated like cultures and like quest lines and stuff. Alright, I think I ended up finding a dead end here. I mean, that's my fetish buffet, is just like open world RPGs where I can just explore and immerse myself in the setting. I think that's why I like all the Todd Slop games, because that's kind of like their whole MMO. Temple of Marduk, level 3. Low on the potion department. I already used like 40 of them out of the 100 that we bought. Creeping slime. Man, that's like I really wish I had the current PlayStation. I don't think there'd be any reason for me to buy the new Xbox that's out. Well, no, there is, because I want to play Fable 2. That's like an older game though. But if I were to buy a console, if I ever got to the point where getting consoles would be easier for me, I would love to get like a PlayStation and then play the remake of Demon's Souls, because I never played Demon's Souls. I've watched people play it. I think the music in that game is pretty good. But yeah, I'd like to play Demon's Souls. It's like, it was the Dark Souls before Dark Souls, basically. Like, I remember I was at a community center, because I had to do community service at one point, and getting in trouble with the law as a kid. And I forgot what the reason was for. But let me look at the map. Let me save as well. But I remember like I was talking to someone at the community center, and they're like telling me all about Demon's Souls. I'm like, oh yeah, well, this game called Dark Souls is gonna come out soon, and I'm really looking forward to it. And he was like telling me, oh yeah, like when you die, you lose all your fucking XP, and then your HP is reduced. I'm like, wow, this game sounds hard. And he's like, oh, it is. And that's the whole part. That's the whole draw to the game, is that it will fucking make your butthole 10 times larger. And that was before Dark Souls 1 came out. And I'm like, oh, that has me excited. Well, I'll have to buy Dark Souls 1 because I don't have a PlayStation. But if it's like this game Demon's Souls you're telling me about, that sounds very interesting. And then I ended up buying Dark Souls, and I got my ass kicked. And then I put it down for a while, and then I think I picked up the game again.
Your inventory is full.
I don't know if I originally beat it on the Xbox 360 or if I beat it on the PC version. of the game. I think back in that day though, because it's before the remaster. Even the PC version connected to the Xbox Live chat stuff, which was really weird. Thank God that isn't the case anymore. I think there's still something similar. Because I remember I bought Dante's Inferno thinking I could play it on the PC on the Xbox or Microsoft app thing, and it wouldn't let me. I was pissed off after that. I was like, oh, I want to stream Dante's Inferno like on the feast day for Saint Joseph, because
no more room.
That'd be a on theme game with Saint Joseph being the terror of demons or whatever. But unfortunately, Microsoft had other plans and kind of ripped me off. So, and if I want to play that game I own, I need to have an Xbox. I remember one of my friends growing up, I think his name was Anthony. But I remember he really liked, I think it was like a Jehovah's Witness. He wasn't Catholic or anything, but he really liked Dante's Inferno. And then I remember one time we were playing Lord of the Rings Conquest together. He got so fucking pissed off at me because he ended up getting Gandalf and was playing as him, and we were like on different teams, like we were facing each other. And then I see he's like Gandalf, right? So the next time I die, I end up coming back as a scout, and I just fucking assassinate him as Gandalf, and he got so fucking pissed off. It's like, fuck you, cow. I was just fucking laughing. I was like, yeah. Remember when Gandalf got assassinated by random orc scout? Man, Lord of the Rings Conquest is such a good game. You know, they either need to make it to where the game is sell like hotcakes. Honestly, I love Star Wars Battlefront, but you know what's fucking better than Star Wars? Lord of the fucking Rings. Ooh, okay, are we fighting? Ooh, we're fighting a Chimera. Let me get rid of these frost traps. And hopefully these traps stay dead. Yeah, so far this boss is pretty easy. I know, like, the fucking lizard people are making chimeras now, aren't they? Like the deep state. Doing, like, weird genetic, making weird genetic abominations. Mixing human DNA with weird animals or whatever, or stuff. Alright, well let me save the game first of all, and then let me teleport back to the Hanging Gardens. Sell all the crap I picked up.
What is it?
I still can't wear that. That upsets me. Ooh, is this better? No. Alright, I wish there was a storage guy here. So I picked up a lot of scrap, or like one of those items that improve gear. Alright, let's open the majestic chest. Or I accidentally opened the other one. There we go. Ooh, insulated diadem of foresight. That's probably not something we're gonna use. We'll pick it up though. We can sell it. This opens up for us. The sickle of Kronos.
I have failed. All my life I trained so that I might one day kill a monster like this Telkine. But when the time came, I was not strong enough to defeat him. I fell on the first blow, powerless to move. Now, because of my failure, he is the sickle of Kronos. Can what you say be true? You managed to beat the Telkines in Crete and in Egypt. Thank you, warrior. At least in some way, my family and village have been avenged. At last they can rest in peace. I see now I misjudged you and your abilities when we first met. Now that the Telkine wields the sickle, his power matches that of the gods. There is no telling what terrible purpose he has planned. Hurry! He used the sickle to slash an exit through the wall. Don't worry about me. Follow him.
Yeah, I know Kronos is like one of the most fucked up deities. And I'm not saying like the myth of Kronos, even though in the myth of Kronos it's pretty fucked up. If you go like through all cultures that have their own variation of Kronos, like Kronos obviously the Greeks, a lot of human sacrifice. The Aztec version, a lot of human sacrifice. One of the main reasons why I think the Aztecs are just straight up evil. And then, you know, you have the Roman version, which is Saturn, really fucked up. I think when I say Kronos too, in different cultures, I mean, it's just my interpretation of it. It's like a lot of these like deities or entities are the same ones, if you believe in that sort of thing. Obviously, like you're atheist, you just think they're all separate myths or mythoses, but I honestly think they're the same. They're the same entity, but they go around to a different part of the world and corrupt cultures, basically,
Farewell.
and kind of bring them to ruin. Alright, well, let's pick up this side quest.
I did see this thing you speak of. A horde of monsters and their leader held a terrible weapon. They came this way, slashing and burning everything in their path. Anyone who didn't flee was cut down.
Alright, hunt for the sickle. Oh no, so this is for the main quest. Alright, I'm gonna save my game here, and then I think I'm gonna call it here. I think this is a good spot to stop. I mean, I've been streaming for 2 hours. But, I'll probably stream, Oblivion again in a little bit, if I'm still up. If not, I'll probably go to bed, and then whenever I wake up, we'll play it. And I need to find the time to experiment with, GIMP as well at some point. So, yeah. I think the thing that I'll do with GIMP is if there's like a game I want to play and I don't have enough time to get a thumbnail made for a game, but it's like a game I should be playing. Like, I should have been playing the Oblivion remaster right when I got it and started streaming it, but because I didn't have a thumbnail, I wanted to wait until I had the thumbnail. But what I can do is with GIMP, I can make like I could throw a thumbnail together, and then when I do get a thumbnail, and if I'm still playing the game, I can replace the thumbnails with the new one. But anyways, that is it for Titan Quest today. And then next time we play this, we can get through Babylon some more, which is, I guess, Act 3. Yeah, this Babylon level is pretty interesting so far. It was like a really big dungeon at the very start. I mean, so far, I think it's more interesting than what's happening in Egypt in Act 2. I still think it has a lot of work to do to kind of compare to the first act of the game in Greece. But yeah, so far so good. But yeah, I'll see you all later. Have a good one. And then if I'm feeling well in probably the next few hours, and I'm still up and I still got all that energy, I'll play Oblivion. Anyways, later. Have a good one.